Zico, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing very good, very good. Nice to meet you finally. We've been talking for some time and trying to arrange this important interview.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you with us today, Zico. For a lot of people who don't know you, you are 17 years old who can play as a right winger, also on the left, and can play as well some other offensive roles. You're possibly one of the very few people of Syrian origins to play for Barcelona in Spain. And
Right.
I just want to understand, how was that experience for you?
Well, the experience I had when I was at Barcelona, it was very crazy for a young player as me, and just coming from Syria and all that, it was very unbelievable for me. So I can't even explain the sensation I had.
So how did they pick you up to play for Barcelona? And at what age?
All right, so I had to take maybe like four different tryouts, and it was actually easy. If you were good enough, you had your place at a team, and if you weren't, then you couldn't be a part of the team. So for me to be in number 13 out of 500, that was like incredible, and it was difficult to even like, how do you say, even come near a tryout for Barcelona, because it's the biggest club in the world. Uh, so yeah, but during my time there, I did my best. I became a better football player, became a better person outside the pitch as well. Uh, Not only in the football pitch, but outside as well. Like in the school, we had a school there in Barcelona where we learned a lot as well. So yeah, I, it was just amazing. Like it was hard, as I said, it was hard to even achieve a tryout.
So at what age did you go to Barcelona, and what club were you when they chose you to go to the trial?
So I was at a local club here in Sweden
Okay,
called the Beko Olympic, and I
okay,
played there for a long time. And I had my father as my trainer as well. From the beginning, it was one trial at Sweden. You had to pass that one to go to Barcelona and do trials over there. So the first trial I had with them was here at Sweden, in Bjärred, a city nearby Malmö. And yeah, for a 9-year-old, I think that was very tough for me because I had a lot of pressure on myself, because that was like a main goal for, I think, any football players to play in that club. So as a 9-year-old, as I said, to me, for me to achieve my first tryout in Sweden and to progress to the next tryout in Spain was a relief for me. It was like a whole another, like, how do you say,
another
another
level.
another level and another feeling. It's like I can't even explain it. So
How long did you stay in Barcelona?
I stayed in Barcelona for 2 years.
2 years, and then why did you leave?
I left because some private stuff with my family. I couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
Being there alone, it was very hard for me. And at the same time, I missed my family. I missed home. Uh, but during the time at Barcelona, I became a whole other person. Another person. So when I came back to Sweden, I wanted the same level of football, and I couldn't find it here in Sweden. So I I went to Denmark and I played for Brøndby EF,
It's a well-known
which
team
is,
now in the Champions League playing.
yeah, exactly. It's a high level team in whole Denmark. So I went there. I made some trials for 9 months.
So you were in an amateur club in Sweden, and then you went to Barcelona. After that, you played, I think, for two clubs in Denmark, including Brøndby, before going back to Malmo. Is that correct?
Actually, during my time at Brøndby, I I had a trainer that I liked very much. And after like 2 years, he moved to another club in Denmark called EF.
Okay.
And for that reason, I stopped playing for Brøndby and I started at the same club as my trainer called EF. And during my time there, I think I was there for 2 years. And yeah, so EF. And then later on, 2 years after, I got scouted by Malmö FF. And after
Massive club, Malmo. Massive
Yeah.
club in Scandinavia. Yeah.
Huge. And so I got scouted at a tournament called Crown Plaza at
Okay.
Denmark. But I had eyes on me from Malmo. The chief scout of the club was watching every game I was playing at the tournament. So maybe like 1 week after,
Okay.
he contacted my father, and he invited me to a tryout for my
How
life.
old were you at that time?
At that time, I think I was 12.
You were 12. Okay. So everything happened for you at young age. You played for Malmo for how many seasons?
I played for Malmo 2 seasons.
2 seasons. Okay. And now where do you currently play? For what
I
club?
currently play at the Trelleborg FF.
Simon Amin Club. The
Yeah,
player
exactly.
Simon Amin, which we send him our deepest regards as well.
Yeah, the same club as Simon. Yeah.
So, but you are in under 19 or are you with the first team of Trelleborg?
Right now, I play for the under 17.
Nice.
I train sometimes with the under 19.
Okay.
I've played a game for the under 21.
Nice.
I've played many games for under 19 as well. So yeah, that's where I'm currently at.
Tell us now more, because in the beginning of the interview, I know you play as a right winger, you can play as a left winger, and also as an offensive midfielder. What are your strength points?
I would say my favorite position is right wing, because in that way, when I'm at the right wing, I use my left foot, because I'm a left-footed player. I use my left foot to cut in the pitch and take a shot or maybe
Nice.
pass the ball. It's easier for me as a left foot player to play at the right wing because I have many more options. Easier for me to play, and I would say my 3 strength points in my game is my speed, my strength with the ball, and my understanding for the game.
Okay. Interesting. And tell us about your numbers with the Trelleborg last season. How many goals and assists did you make?
I think I actually made 19 assists the year before for Trelleborg, and how many goals? It's too much. I don't remember, but I think I'm up at 30 goals.
30 goals and 19 assists in how many games?
I think it was maybe 20 games.
In 20 games, so you have scored almost 30 goals and made 19 assists.
Yeah, I have a average type of thing where in every game I make 2 goals. It's like a status we have.
Okay.
So the average type of goals I make every game is between 1 goal and 2 goals last season. And for the assist, it's 1 assist every game.
What's the score in your games usually? I know it's under 17, but do games finish like 11-10 or what's the score?
Oh no, sometimes it can finish 1-0, it can finish 2-2, 3-2, but it's never like 11-1, 11-0. It's always like the same level. So it's like different.
It's competitive. It's competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us as well more, like a lot of people now are hearing all these great things. From what you told me, you are half Syrian and half Chilean as well, from Chile, but you were born in Sweden. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, actually, my father is half Syrian and half Italian.
Mhm.
That's where I got my last name from,
Okay.
Maricaldi from Italia, and my mother is Chilean, and
Exciting.
I was born here in Sweden.
So you can play for Chile, you can play for Sweden, you can play possibly for Italy and also for Syria. What do you know about Syrian football?
Not much actually.
Mm.
To be completely honest, I don't know a single player from Syria.
Okay.
Only Simon Amin, only because he's at the same club as me.
Yeah.
But more than that, I really don't know much.
Do you speak to Simon Amin?
We've clashed into each other at the dressing room sometimes, but sometimes we spoke. Sometimes, yeah. I've been watching a lot of his training with the first team, and yeah, we know each other. Yeah.
Great. If in the future they decide to say, we might want to call you to the Syrian national team at any level, would you consider that?
It's a hard question actually, but I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
It would be a good feeling to play for your national team, of course. Even though it's Syria, which I don't right now don't have any interest for.
Mm.
But if it was my last option, then yes, I would play.
Okay, I understand that. I'm sure you've got as well like the Chilean national team and also the Swedish national team, and also there is the possibility of Syria. What now, like to understand more about you, who is your ideal player? Who would you like to be like in the future?
Actually, this question I like it a lot. So yeah, as if when I was young, I always loved Neymar.
Okay, but you look
He
like
was-
Coutinho, by the way.
People always say I'm Brazilian. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Neymar was my favorite player when I was young.
Mm.
But now I'm starting to lean more towards Jack Grealish.
Okay, Jack Grealish. Okay,
Yeah,
he's a great player to be honest for Man City.
yeah, and I love his story as well. From going to a player that didn't take football as serious, going out and partying and
Yeah.
having that type of lifestyle that you don't think a professional football player would have. And now
Yeah.
he's how do you say, he turned it around, and now he's more serious. He just got signed by Manchester City. Wears the number 10, and yeah, it's just a great story and a great player as well. So yeah, that motivates me, and that's why I would like to be like him.
Interesting. What message would you say to all the people now watching you?
If you know me, then thank you for your support, and if you don't know me, then get to know me, and you'll know how good of a player I am.
Interesting. Yeah, you are actually from hearing from your numbers, from also learning about your football career, where you started in Sweden in an amateur club, going to Barcelona, going to two clubs in Denmark, playing for Malmo, and then now playing for Trelleborg, which is well one of the contenders to go to the highest league in Sweden. It was really nice to talk to you today, Zico. Your story is
Thank you.
exciting. Let's stay in contact and have a really nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.